Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be working on doing more face videos for you guys. Let's talk about another plant in my collection. This is a Syngonium White Butterfly. Not a plant I thought I would have, and then I saw her at Target about 2 years ago and I said, let's do it. She's got cute leaves. I love the shape. They've got these pretty different variegated colors on them. And before you know it, she just took off. This is probably 4 times larger than when I first got her. And a good interesting fact was when I repotted her, there was 2 plants in one. So I got a great deal. Once I repotted her into this larger pot, there was a second one, and her sibling is actually outside, and she's doing just as well. And the conditions indoor and outdoor are completely different. So that's something that's really good about these plants, that they're pretty hardy. They handle different humidity levels, light levels. Actually, they thrive in medium light as well. Prefer brighter light because these do have light leaves, and lighter leaves typically signify give me more sunlight so I can grow. If you give them less light, they will give you darker leaves. So they produce more chlorophyll in that case. I found this plant to be very easy to care. I haven't had issues with it. One thing to remember is light levels. Like I said, medium light is great. Full sun is something that they do love. The one I have outside gets morning direct sun and then afternoon sun, and she's doing great. This one, I actually have her here on this stand, and she gets light from this shelf here and from these spotlights that I have here. And if you guys are interested in the stands, if you like what they look like and the function, you guys can check out the links below. They are affiliate links with Amazon, just letting you guys know with transparency and disclosure. So back to the plant. So I've talked about the lighting, very hardy with different types of light. Direct sunlight is fine, bright indirect, lower light is fine, but remember, less light means slower growth. Soil, I do have her in a soilless mix, meaning it's not regular potting soil, it's coco coir with pumice and bark. I started to switch over to coco because I've been having issues with fungus gnats, and I've read that coco is really good at preventing gnats because there's no nutrients in coco. It's just an amendment that holds soil moisture. So it's really helpful for preventing gnats from getting in there, burying, and having their eggs. What happens is they seek out a damp environment where they can lay their eggs, and then they wait to hatch, and then they'll eat off the dead matter in the soil. So coco is a good substitute for limiting that. I still have some around the house. I still have some in here because I still have soil in some. But as I'm transitioning out, I'm noticing that I'm getting less and less gnats, which is awesome. Watering, these are actually pretty hardy with watering too. I would err on the caution of underwatering these, not overwatering. Although they can tolerate a nice overwatering here and there. I let them dry out maybe about 75% before I give them a good drink. And what happens is they'll start to droop when they are needing water. So the way the plant is standing on its own is a good signifier that she is in good shape with the water and the moisture in the soil. So if you see her kind of get a little flimsy and droop down than usual, give her a good drink, wait a couple hours, and she'll perk right back up. And again, we don't want to overwater because we want to avoid root rot, because that will cause the roots to suffocate and then they'll die out because they're not getting enough oxygen. That's why we like to let our plants almost dry out when we give them water so that the roots can breathe. Even though there is air and water, it's different. Humidity with these, like I said before, I have one of the siblings for this one is outside. It's a drier climate where I live, so outside you can get up to 15% dryness, and it's doing fine out there. She's not struggling. I see no crispy edges. This one is in this room, which is about 40 to 60% humidity throughout the day, because I do have some tropicals, and she's doing just as fine. So very hardy for different climates. If you want something that is attractive. The leaves get bigger as they get more mature. I would definitely get something like this. Now, one thing I will say is sometimes what they will do is they'll throw out runners, which are these long types of vine-like stems that are looking for something to grab onto and climb up. And these do climb when they get to a point. And when they do that, they find like a tree branch or something they can grab onto, they produce their mature leaves. So this isn't a mature plant. The leaves change. The shapes get more dramatic and extreme, which is something I would love to see with this plant, but I haven't had the time to put her onto a grow pole. I'm probably going to do another division soon and see what I can do with it. But yeah, this is a Syngonium White Butterfly. Hopefully you guys like this one of my favorites. If you guys like the content I'm producing and the information I share, what I talk about, feel free to like, subscribe, leave any comments if you guys have any questions, and I'll do my best to respond to you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one.